Yeah, good
Yeah,
morning once again. And I'm so honored, so grateful. I do not take this opportunity for granted. Yeah, the president, the vice president, all protocols are duly observed, and the other distinguished executives of the society, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I am Elizabeth Amusan from the Department of Cybersecurity Science, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Uh, we are here to just discuss the impact of AI, that is artificial intelligence, on forensic investigation. Here is my presentation outline. Okay, am I audible?
yes, ma. And ma, you have
Okay,
15 minutes, ma, for
thank
your
you, thank
presentation.
you. Okay, so artificial intelligence doesn't replace experts. It only makes them superhuman. Some people get agitated or triggered when they hear of AI, they think AI has come to what to replace them and kick them out of the system. But it's not so. AI helps to amplify expertise actually by automating a repetitive task. AI has been embraced in almost every walk of life, every sphere, every sector. Okay. And it helps us to know to develop insights faster. In fact, it gives professionals opportunity to do higher level, strategic thinking. Like in cybersecurity, where I do research, AI helps to detect threats, but it's still humans, the human experts that would interpret and act based on those threats. Okay, in medicine, it has been applied, it's used to analyze scans, but at the end of the day, it's doctors that will do diagnosis and treat the patient. In education, in agriculture, almost every sector, banking, finance, we see AI. Okay, so why not in forensics? AI could help to sift data, but at the end of the day, it's experts that will make the legal decision. Okay, so I have this on the screen just to talk about to give us a background overview of what AI is. We have a machine learning, we have expert system, we have natural language processing. All these are domains, okay, or subfields in artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence itself is the simulation of human intelligence by machines. It's a process of endowing machines, devices, computers with intelligence, because naturally we know that they are not intelligent, but so that they are able to relatively do what humans can do. Okay, this just showed the various fields or subfields in artificial intelligence. Then the digital forensic process. You know that forensic investigation is a scientific process that is used to uncover truth behind an incident, and it has different phases, steps from identification, preservation, collection of evidence, examination, analysis, up to when it is then presented to make sure that offenders are punished. Okay, now we said crime is evolving, but is forensics keeping up? We see the evolution of crime. We see that even cyber threats, cyber criminals are constantly developing new and more sophisticated attack. Okay, different cyber tools and platforms are originating. Okay, phishing, ransomware, deepfakes, then global connectivity. All these are what criminals leverage or exploit to launch even cross-border attacks. Then we have the dark web marketplaces that are used to what? To trade or commercialize illicit goods and services. So it's very important to understand these threats. To stay informed about the latest cyber threats is crucial for developing effective response and even mitigating strategies, because what we don't understand, you cannot even mitigate. And so it's also very important that forensic investigators embrace emerging technologies like AI, okay, and machine learning to keep pace with this evolving threat landscape, to uncover evidence that are needed to combat we see that it helps forensics to evolve by automating evidence triage and analysis. It helps to detect behavioral anomalies and advanced threats. It helps to accelerate incident response and threat hunting. All these are what AI brings to the table to assist and not to replace forensic experts. Now we know there are different branches of or different types of forensics. We have digital forensics, computer forensics, network forensics. Okay, for example, we also have IoT forensics. IoT in itself is called Internet of Things. It refers to a network of physical devices, vehicles, appliances, and other items embedded, connected together, comprises of software, sensors, that enable this object to collect and exchange data. We see the massive explosion, okay, of data and devices. And so it's very important that we move from traditional or manual analysis of forensic evidence to allow artificial intelligence help to automate some of these processes to free up time for professionals to do more higher level strategic thinking. Okay, so this table here compares traditional forensics with AI-driven forensics. You say in terms of approach, one is manual, okay, and rule-based, while the other is automated and data-driven. Okay, traditional forensics is slow and reactive, okay, while if you allow AI, it's fast and proactive. Then in terms of scalability, expansion, okay, traditional forensics is limited and the chances of AI, scaling up is high. Then expertise is, highly required in traditional forensics. Whereas after setup, all the software hardware that is needed, expertise is although we cannot rule out the place of human experts, we still get to that because those are issues, that borders on ethics. AI cannot, drive itself. They are not standalone systems. Actually, they are complementary. They are just tools, and that is what it is at best. Okay, so this is another more just helps to compare traditional and AI-driven forensics. Because of time, I have to move on. Okay. Now, are there areas in forensic task or in forensic investigation where AI, can be matched? Okay, for example, we talk about the various branches of artificial intelligence like machine learning. Okay, we talked about machine learning and a task in forensics. Okay, we see pattern recognition in logs, anomaly detection, predictive profiling, okay, of evidence or suspects, okay. Then we have natural language processing. This enables investigators to sift through vast amounts of textual data, actually. Then we see computer vision, okay. It's a branch of AI that can scan video surveillance or even image evidence to identify faces, license plates, or even specific objects left at a crime scene. Then deep learning, okay, it helps to enhance the malware classification and behavioral prediction by learning complex data patterns. Then we have expert systems. Expert systems help to provide them automated decision-making frameworks that are based on predefined rules, actually. Okay, this helps in the decision making process. Okay, then we also have data mining that can help to extract hidden relationships, especially from unstructured forensic data. We have speech recognition, behavioral analytics, AI-powered automation, generative AI, okay, especially the GAN, which is a generative adversarial network. Okay, so these and a lot more can help us to to automate, simplify the the forensic task, and then we'll be able to have time for some other businesses, especially where machine cannot replace. Okay, moving on. Are there AI solutions, even commercially available? Some are free, some are open source like that. For example, we have I've seen on my screen dark trace, okay, Vectra, Radar by ABM, Exabin, magnet forensics. We also have magnet response, and then we have Splunk. All these are AI interventions, actually. Okay, like I said, AI is an assistant and not a replacement. It helps to know, these tools help us to correlate data and then reduce investigation time. For example, the Exabeam uses AI to profile user behavior. Okay, then Splunk, take for example, it helps to automate log analysis. We have data from different sources, multiple, streams of data. So it helps us to quickly filter and identify suspicious hidden patterns. AI in forensics challenges. It's not without challenges or limitations. Okay, even talking about evidence, from digital device. Okay, they pose challenges, but AI, there is nothing that has no merit, but we know that the merits outweigh the merits, and these challenges can be easily overcome. Talking about generalization or algorithm bias, when you train a model, the AI we are talking about, systems developed that is able to do what human beings do. We talk about data first of all that are used to train models, train systems. So the challenge is that when a particular system is fed or trained with a particular data, there's that tendency to want to assume, to want to generalize over, various or other data. Then we have algorithm bias. Algorithm bias is like systematic error. Actually, error can come from different sources. Error in the data, error in the system, even error of the user. Okay, just like we have an expert system. Then we have legal admissibility. Like in the last section, which I enjoyed quite well, somebody was asking, okay, if we use all this technology to get evidence, and then they are not admissible in the court of law, then for what use, to what purpose? Okay, but that does not mean that one should rule out the use of AI. This can be used, for investigative efficiency, up to automate tasks. It helps in data organization, and we know that with time, our legal framework, will shift grounds to accommodate all this. Okay, then we also have data privacy concerns, talking about data sources availability and then privacy of the users. Then we also have adversarial manipulation. What if this AI system itself is even manipulated by an adversary? So all these poses a challenge actually, but it's very important. It's an ongoing area of research. And so it's very important. There's what we call AI, ethical AI development, or responsible AI, use of AI, both the users and the developers is very important. And it's also important to equip experts, with the right skill, like we are doing. In fact, between 9 o'clock and now, a couple of 80 minutes that I joined this call, I've learned so much. Even though I'm not a forensic expert, we only do research, okay, and see how to apply computing AI and any trend, okay, to ease the research process. Okay, so it's important also to enforce data privacy. These challenges cannot be overlooked actually, and it's not an looking for solutions to them is not an option. So it's also important to fortify AI systems against the adversarial attack. Now, like I said, AI itself is a tool, powerful but not a standalone solution. Okay, so expertise is human expertise is needed. Actually, that is the role of a human experts, because AI algorithms are not inherently ethical. They learn from data. Okay, so it's an assistant and not a replacement. AI generated insights must be verified. They should enhance decision making. They should aid judgment and not compromise it. So expertise is needed for interpretation. Also, AI generated insight, okay, must be verified. I've said that the forensic investigations require several expertise, a group of experts coming together. We have forensic investigators, we have cybersecurity analysts, we have the legal framework as well, the people that make up the legal system. All this together will help to move forward, okay, the forensic space. Okay, so what's the future of AI in forensics? It helps to predict. AI is pushing forensic forward actually. Okay, it's not a threat or a competitor, but to advance forensics. So from real-time crime detection to predictive policing, the future is promising. but it must be handled with care. Okay, real-time AI surveillance, redefining legal and ethical standards. This is where the trend is going in the intersection of AI and forensics. Okay, I conclude by saying AI empowers, like I said, and it does not replace forensic investigations. In fact, the role of experts cannot be downplayed, cannot be overemphasized. It only helps to come up with faster, smarter, and more reliable investigation. So the human touch paired with AI offers the best results. And so ethical use is the key to maintaining trust. I end by saying artificial intelligence will not replace you as a professional, as an expert, but someone using artificial intelligence might. And so it's very important that we embrace this technology and this tool that has come to make life easier for us. These are some of my references. I thank you so very much for the opportunity.